Hello, welcome back to Learn Oikonomia. In this video or in a scenario when we could see that the price rise has been continuing or inflation is happening around the world, we are going to discuss consumer price index and inflation. We know that the consumer price index or simply CPI is one of the most popular measures of inflation. This is also used to measure deflation in the economy. So, the CPI or the Consumer Price Index, it uses different survey methodology, price sample and index weights than the product price index. Okay. So, this index measures the overall change in the consumer prices over time based on representative basket of goods and services. That means that it selects certain goods and services which forms a basket of goods and services. These the people or the experts who will be selecting these particular goods and services would make sure that these goods and services represent the entire consumption bundle of the consumer. So as a result, on the basis of the consumer price index, we could understand how consumers are facing inflation. So this particular method or this particular index is considered to be a widely used measure of inflation. This is followed by policymakers, this is followed by financial markets, this is followed by business, consumers, etc. So on the basis of that, they will be making their expectations, they will be making their choices, etc. See, what are the uses of consumer price index and how this is used? Okay, so we have to see that even though the collection of data regarding the consumer price index is different for different countries, or the bundle of consumption bundle is different for different countries. For example, the consumption bundle of a developed country is entirely different from that of a developing economy, but definitely there would be food items, there will be how what to say, shelter related items, all these things would be, there would be fuel, all these things would be, what to say, all these things would be common, but the weightage given to different items can be different. And also the what to say, the we are not concerned about the brand of the products, but here we consider food as food, shelter as shelter, all these things as like that only, because here we are not going for any branding kind of things. So I don't want to get into the details of the difference between India and US or India and China when it comes to CPI. Right, at this point of time. At this point of time, we are just concerned to see how the consumer price index is used. We have seen that this has been used by businesses, this is used by consumers, this is used by policymakers, etc. Right. So this CPI and its components are used as a deflator indicator for economic activities. So the cost of living adjustments are based on consumer price index. Okay. So this is also applied to the federal pension payments, school lunch subsidies, and also income tax brackets. Uh, this is a closely watched indicator, especially by policymakers, because they use this indicator in order to make their policy adjustments. In order to, if the economy is going to a recessionary phase, then there will be some policy adjustments with respect to CPI as well, in order to help the economy come out of the situation. So what they would do is that they just analyze the CPI of the economy, and after analyzing the CPI of the economy, the economists would be able to see the present scenario of the economy. Now we could see that in the case of India, the CPI has been increasing, and also WPI has been increasing. But since we are more concerned about CPI, in the case of India, we are more concerned about CPI. We are dealing with that. That doesn't mean that WPI is not important. It is important, but comparatively CPI, especially from the consumer's point of view, that is more important. And related CPI measures is used to calculate the cost of living adjustment for benefit payment as well. Coming to the calculation of CPI, it is the Bureau of the Labor Statistics that collects samples to calculate CPI. Then they are actually they will be using a weight index. Okay, so this is applicable for each product or each service that is given in the list. The calculation also factors in the substitution effect, or as consumers shift spending away from products rising price on a relative basis. We will be seeing adjustment with respect to product quality as well as its features, and also there would be some kind of data with respect to seasonal adjustment. So this can be with or without seasonal adjustment. Okay, the numbers would be provided with and without seasonal adjustments. Coming to the critical appreciation, or what are the drawbacks of the methodology used for the calculation of CPI, it is identified that even though CPI is considered to be a very crucial economic indicator, which could be which could be of help in what to say in framing policies, CPI in many cases overstates inflation, and this is followed by calculation changes to better reflect substitution effect. It could be seen that adjustments for changes in product quality and features understate the CPI. So this has been pointed out by many critics. And also with respect to controversial hedonic adjustments, when we are going for some complicated techniques like regression, we know that the regression, fitting, all these kinds of things, you need data so as to what to say, so as to fit the model accurately. So even though we try to fit the model accurately, adjustments price adjust, if we are making some, what to say, if we are making some adjustments in prices by incorporating new features on a relatively small proportion, and then there would the net effect close to zero on the index would be reflected. So this too is identified to be a problem. And we could see that over many years this particular tool has been used by many economists as an indicator of the economic activities. So because the CPI is based on consumer spending, actually it is identified that it doesn't take track of the third party reimbursements for healthcare. So as a result, it significantly underweights healthcare, even though we spend a lot for healthcare, and it plays a very important role in our consumption bundle. On the other hand, we could see the criticism concerning the quality adjustments used in CPI has been widely discounted by economists. So that's all for today. I request you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos, and you can be a part of my Telegram channel and Telegram group to discuss your doubts. I'll be providing the links of both my Telegram group and Telegram channel in the description box. Thank you.